Hey everyone, Flying Brian here on a cool, somewhat foggy January morning. And if all goes well today, I've got an airplane reserved. If all goes well, I'm going to be flying up to the Hickory Airport and doing a revisit of the Hickory Aviation Museum. They have a couple new airplanes that are on display that I did not see the last time I was up there. So if you are so inclined, why don't you come along and join me on the flight. This is the airplane I am flying this afternoon, November 9/8, Juliet Golf. It is a 1969 Piper Arrow, designated as a PA-28R-200. Maximum takeoff weight is 2,600 pounds. Wingspan is 30 feet, tip to tip. Considered to be a complex aircraft because it has a constant speed propeller and retractable landing gear. That is a Lycoming 4-cylinder opposed fuel-injected IO360 engine under the cowling. It produces 200 horsepower at a maximum RPM of 2,700 and will pull the airplane through the air at around 150 miles an hour. A look inside reveals a standard old-school instrument panel, what was referred to as a six-pack. Moving right, you find some nav and radio equipment. Down below are the rudder pedals, the top of which are the brakes. That is the parking brake lever. That's the landing gear lever and the 3 green downlights, the engine tachometer, and the engine manifold pressure and fuel flow gauge. The keys for the ignition, the white knob is for the autopilot, and more of the autopilot over to the far left. This is the fuel selector, left tank, right tank, and 2 off positions. Over here on the right sub panel, the throttle quadrant friction lever, the alternate air lever, a Hobbs meter used to bill flight time, and the circuit breaker panel. And above, the cabin heat and defrost levers. Electrical switches. The red one is the master and battery switch, and the thumb wheels on each end are the rheostats to dim the instrument panel lighting. The throttle quadrant with the black throttle knob, the blue propeller control, and the red mixture control lever. On the top is the radio audio panel, a Garmin GPS Navcom unit, a second GPS unit. On the right side of the panel is a Narco Navcom radio, and below, that is the radar transponder. Time to get going. As we join the flight, I have completed my pre-takeoff checks and I am now making my way out to the end of the runway.
Monroe traffic, Cessna 50335 is final. 23, touch and go, Monroe.
What you just heard was an aircraft announcing his position on final for runway 23 here at Monroe. He does that because this is an uncontrolled airfield.
Monroe traffic, Seneca 52, Mike Charlie, 11 miles final, 23, Monroe.
Which means no control tower, so pilots announce their position in the traffic pattern to alert others in the area. My radio call is November 9/8 Juliet Golf, and in a second I will make my intentions known to others in the area.
Monroe traffic, November 9/8 Juliet Golf, a little Piper Arrow. We'll be holding short of runway 23 for the landing traffic, Monroe.
You can see the landing aircraft in the windscreen there. The radio calls tell me one is on short final and another is farther out on an 11-mile final, which means I should have plenty of time to depart before that second aircraft arrives. Since we have nice weather today, I will be departing VFR and will pick up my IFR clearance in the air. As soon as the Cessna clears the runway, I will be ready to go. That second aircraft is still several miles out on final. And it looks like the Cessna is doing a touch and go because he's now back in the air.
Monroe traffic, Cessna 50335 is on the go, 23, close traffic, Monroe.
And Monroe 9/8 Juliet Golf will be departing runway 23. Monroe will be departing the area to the north. Lights on. Camera on. Flaps already down. Fuel pump is on. Lights, camera, action. Line up on center line.
traffic, Senec 52 Mike Charlie, 6 mile final, RNAV 23 Monroe. Monroe traffic, Cessna 50335, turn left crosswind, 23 Monroe. Adjust your traffic, 92 Juliet Mike, target pattern to the southeast.
And what we're going to do is enter left traffic and then depart the pattern over ahead of the airport, heading north.
Left downwind 23 Monroe.
I just switched over to Charlotte Approach Control, looking for my IFR clearance.
3 Papa, roger. Have a turn just a moment.
Charlotte Approach, November 98 Juliet Golf.
Number 3 Papa, turn heading 270. Number 98 Juliet Golf, squawk 5121.
5121.
Number 89 Quebec, you are 2 miles from Lalick, maintaining 3000, established on the approach, cleared RNAV, runway 2 approach, maintain VFR.
The controller is working another frequency. That's why we're not hearing any responses to some of his radio calls.
Number 3 Papa, connect approach 132.7. Number 98 Juliet Golf, your radar contact over Monroe, equated to Hickory Aviation, direct peg T, as file, climb and maintain 3000, Charlotte altimeter 3019.
3019, climbing to 3000 out of 2.5, and cleared basically as filed for 98 Juliet Golf.
Okay, he's got me in radar contact and has cleared me along my route as I filed on my flight plan.
Renault 1888 Quebec, roger, flying 180. Number 84 Mike, climb maintain 6000. Stage 601 Juliet Lima, short approach, roger, descend maintain 3000.
All right, we're level 3000. I might as well pull out my approach charts, take a look at the Hickory Airport, and get ready for that.
Back to your telling Mike, what runway are you planning on at Hickory? Back to your telling Mike, contact Atlanta Center 125.15. November 1 Juliet Lima, proceed direct Monroe.
.118, 118.325 is their ASOS, which is their weather frequency. I'll get it on this one, 118.
What I'm doing is tuning the number 2 radio to the Hickory weather frequency to get the weather on the ground at the airport. However, it sounds like we're not close enough yet to hear it. That is going to do it for Part 1. Watch for Part 2, which will cover the arrival at Hickory. Remember, life is a journey. Enjoy the ride, and thanks for watching.